Hello, hello, testing, hello. Hello, hello. Just a minute, let me check if I'm live, then we'll start. Hello, hello. Just a minute, let me check if I'm live. Okay, so we are live. Now we'll start. Okay, hello. Good evening, guys. Welcome to the stream. My name is Raza. As you probably don't know me, I have started streaming recently. I don't know streaming also. I'm new to streaming, so if there is any problem, just let it go. I'll try to learn it and improve it. Okay. So for now, we'll continue with our yesterday's problem. Okay, so yesterday we solved 4 problems. If you don't know, watch my previous video. In that, for the week 0, we solved the problem set. We solved 4 problems. Okay, for the tip calculator. Okay, and the tip calculator was remaining. I was just stuck at that. Okay, so I almost finished it, but I was exhausted, so I couldn't find a solution. But after I finished the stream and I figured it out, okay, so I ran it and I already submitted it because I didn't want to show it that it was submitted 1 day late in my grade book. So I just submitted it yesterday. So if we want to check, we can check. Okay, want to check, we can come here and we can check it's running properly. Tip.py. Okay, so we'll put $50 over here, and for the tip we'll put 15 percentage, so it will give the tip amount properly. So it's working. I already performed the check 50. It is working. I submitted it. It was good. So today we'll not do this one. Okay, so we'll start and change directory first. Okay, so we'll just keep it here. Already finished watching the videos of the conditionals. We'll quickly revise the notes today. Then if possible, I want to solve the problem sets of the lecture 1 also. Okay, the week 1. So we'll try to finish this. This is not a very big topic. This is a very small topic. It's conditionals topic. Okay. Uh, So the conditionals, it allows the programmer to allow your program to make decisions as if your program has a choice between taking the left hand road or the right hand road. Okay, so it just gives it conditions to take different routes and perform the functions accordingly. There are different types of operators. Boolean, they are called, these are all called Boolean operators, I think. Yes, this is greater than, this is less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. This is called equal. This is used to assign, not assign. In the first lecture we saw that uh, only one equal to sign is used to assign the value, but double equals to is used to give some value and tell it to be equal to other value. So it is also used to check if two values are equal. So if we just in the terminal only we give, like, if 1 double equal to 1, it will give the result true, and if we give 1 double equal to 2, then it will give false. It works like that, and it works other ways also. We'll just check it in this notes. Okay, and this one is for not equal to. It is, that's why Python is considered easy language, because not equal to, it's like very readable. The exclamation sign refers to as not, and equal to is not equal to. Okay, so first of all we'll check the if statements. So in you open one file to compare. Okay, So when I watched the video, I also checked out everything in VS Code also by writing the code. So I've already performed it, so I don't need to perform it. I just want to revise it once, and then we'll continue with writing the problem sets. Yes. So for example, like he gave two values, two variables, and he's taking input from the user, and then we can use that input to compare the values and check if the condition is met. So there is one condition, if. Okay, if condition is used to check if the x is less than y. So if it is less than y, it will print x is less than y. So basically, if the user gives 1 for x and y, 2 for y, then it will check that 1 is less than 2. Yes, it is less than 2. Then it will print x is less than y. Okay. Now if it is greater than y, it will not print anything because we haven't given any command if this statement is wrong, so it will not print anything for now. Okay, so for that conditions, like if it is less than x is less than y, then it will print like this. If it is not like this, then it will uh, break from there and it will not execute the code. Okay, so it will not print anything. So for like that conditions, we have to give some output. If the user is giving the input, we have to give some output. So for that we can use the elif function and else function. Okay, so the elif function and control flow, we'll check out the control flow. It's just a diagram. It is used to understand how the function is executed and what steps are being taken when the function is executed. Yes, so we'll check the elif function and else function. So for that condition, that if x is greater than y, then what we'll do, so we can give 3 times. If we can give if x is less than y, we can print if as x is greater than y, then we'll print x is greater than y. If x is equal to double equal to, so is equal to y, so we'll print x is equal to y. Okay, so we give 3 conditions. Okay, it can work like this. It will work properly. It is not an issue that it will crash or anything, but it will work. Now we'll see the control flow of this code. Okay, how it will work. So like in the control flow, we can see how the code will execute. So firstly it will start, then it will go in the first function. Okay, first argument, first condition. So it will check the first condition. If it is true, it will go here, it will print x is less than y, then it will go false for this one, then it will go false for this one. It will check all the 3 conditions for 2 numbers. Okay, so it is a very long process. Like first it will go here. If it is true, it will not print directly the stop. Okay, it will not go to stop, it will go in this one forcefully. Okay, and if it is false in this one, then it will go here, then it will go false. Okay, like this. And if it is false in this both one, then it will go into the last one, then it will stop. So it is a very long process. So basically, to reduce this workflow, if this is a small code, okay, so if there is a bigger code, it will not work properly. So we have to reduce the load for the machine to run the code. Okay, if there are 1,000 functions like this, so for every one value it will go to the 1,000 conditions and run. So it's not like efficient like that. So we can make the code compact. Okay, we can use the elif function. So if x is less than y, it will print this one, elif is short form of else if. Like if this, then this, else if this, then this, or else if then this one. Oh, so else if is used like this. Okay, now for this one we'll check the code. Okay, so this is much more efficient than the previous one. If it is first condition, then it will go and it will make true. okay, then it will stop directly. If it is not first condition, then it will go into second, and then it will print the second one. If it is not second one also, it will go into the third one, then it will go into the third one, and if it is not third one also, then it will be false. So basically the third one false is not like achievable, but because if it is a number, either it is greater than, it is less than, or it is equal to. Okay, so uh, it will be either in these three conditions, it will not be false in all the conditions. So this is better than the previous one, but it can be better, it can be better again. Okay, so else if can be used, elif can be used as many times as we want. We can print 1,000 times elif, and it will create a workflow like this. Okay, so for this condition we can use the third function, third condition. It's not a function, it's condition. Okay, third condition, else. Okay, just else. If x is less than y, it will print this one. If else if it's greater than y, it will print this one. Otherwise it will not check any condition, else it will directly print that it is equal to y. So what will happen now, we'll check the code. So it will check the first condition, then it will print. If it is not, it will check the second. If the second is also not correct, it has to be the third one. It can't be that third one is also wrong. So if the second one is false, it will directly put x is equal to y, and it will stop. Okay, so this is much more efficient than the previous one. So from the first one the second one is efficient, and from the second one the third one is efficient. So it is better like this more. Just yes. So after that we have the or condition. Okay, or is basically an or, like English, it's an or something, or something. Like for this example, we'll take two inputs. If x is less than y, or x is greater than y, basically it's performing the same function. If this condition is true or this condition is true, then it will print this. Okay, otherwise it will print directly that x is equal to y. So this function is used to compare it like this. Okay, this one is more compact code than the previous one. Okay, so we can use this one also, but if you want to compact it again, we can use another condition that we saw, another operator or condition that we saw above. Okay, these are operators, these are not conditions. Okay, so this operator, we can use this one. Like basically we need to tell it that if it is equal to y, we print x equal to y. If it is not equal to y, we don't print x equal to y. So if x is not equal to y, we'll print x is not equal to y, and otherwise we'll print x equal to y. So just like this. Okay, in this one also it was performing the same function. It was not giving x is greater than or x is smaller than. If it is in these two conditions, it will give that x is not equal to y, and if it is not this, then it will give x is equal to y. So yes, it's that. And the third also it's correct, if else is double equal to y. So if x is equal to y, we give x is equal to y, and if otherwise we'll give that x is not equal to y. So all the three are correct. This is the final form. Less than this we can't compact it anymore, so this will be the final form. So we'll see the workflow of this one. Okay, so it will start, then we'll go check the first condition. If it is true, it will print that it is true, this one. If it is false, it will print directly that x is not equal to y. So it will stop like this. This is the smallest it can get. After this, it's not possible to compact it anymore. We can compact it, but it will come later on. For now, this is the smallest it can get. Now we can use the AND condition, yes. Okay, and for AND condition we can check the score. We can create a file like a grading system, that if the score is in between 90 to 100, it will give an A grade. If it is in between 80 to 89, it will give grade B. If it is greater than 70 or less than 80, it will give grade C. If it is in between range 60 to 69, it will give like grade D, and lesser than that it will give grade F. So we can create a function like this. Okay, we'll create a program like this, not a function. So firstly we'll take the input from the user. It will give the input in the integer form. We'll assume that it is not greater than 100. Okay, it should be maximum should be 100. So we'll assume that the user doesn't give more than any 100. So like this we'll take the input. Okay, then we'll give it a condition that if the score is greater than greater than or equal to 90 and less than or equal to 100, and okay, so this is the AND function. If these two conditions are met, okay, it will give A. Okay, then if these two conditions are met, will not give lesser than or equal to now, because 90 is already here, so it will consider till 89. So we can give this condition and it will print grade B, and similarly will take till grade F. Okay, so now it will work perfectly fine. But we can, like in school notebooks, we used to do like, we used to get conditions like in maths, that uh, 90 is less than or equal to some variable, then less, that variable is by itself less than or equal to some other value. So it is considered the same thing, but it can be compacted like this. Okay, it is compacted, so it doesn't use AND function now, but it allows, Python allows to write like this. Okay, so we'll write like this. So basically this is okay, it will write like this. So this is more compact than the first one. This is one feature. We can remove the AND function. We can also write like this. Now the third option. Okay, so as we know that Python executes the code line wise, so it will take this line first, then this line, then this line, then this line, then this line, like this. So if this is correct, then it will print this one, then it will not go anywhere else, it will directly print this one and end the program. If this is wrong, then it will go into the second one and print this one. So we can write like this also, that if it is greater than or equal to 90, it will print directly. We know that 95 is greater than 80, but it will not come by itself here, it will just execute it here and then it will go directly and print that grade is A. Okay, so if we write it like this, it will execute also. We can compact it more, and this is the smallest it can get. If we write if function every time over here, it will consider all the ifs and print all the grades, because if it is 90 more than 90 and some like 95, it will print A also, B also, C, D, E. Okay, everything. So it's better if we write elif and not if everywhere. So it's good like this. Now the modulo operator, we forgot modulo operator. Okay, so modulo operator was we told in the first lecture itself that that operator is not a percentage operator, it's a remainder operator. It's called modulo. It will give the remainder. So for example, if we use 4 percentage 2, so 4 is perfectly divisible by 2. 2 into 2 is 4. So it will not give any remainder. The remainder will be 0. So it will give 0 output. Okay. So the output will be 0. It will not give 0 output. It will give output, but it will be 0. Now if we divide 3 by 2, so 3 can't be divided by 2. 2 into 1 is 2 and the remainder will be 1. So the result output will be 1. Okay. number other than 0. Yes. So now we'll create a program parity.py. Okay, so if you want to create, we can create everything. Okay, we can create the first program itself. We'll just create for the record. Okay, we don't want to submit it anyway. Code compare.py. Okay, now we'll leave this and we'll just copy this. Okay, I don't want to write it again. I already wrote it in the demo. So okay, so compare.py. Now we'll just execute and see it how it's working. Okay, what's x? X is 1 and y is 2, so it will give x is less than y. Otherwise it won't work. If we give like 3 and 2, it will not work. It will not give the result. So that was the first program. Okay, so now we can just extend it, okay, to the down. Now we'll run the program. Not this. Okay, now we'll run the program. If 1 is and 2 is there, it will give x is less than y. If it's 3 and 2, it will give x is greater than y. If it is like 2 and 2, will give x is equal to y. So all the three functions are working properly. So all the three conditions are working properly. So after that we'll again check this. Okay, it's okay. It was elif before, it was different. This is okay. Now we'll take the final code. Okay, we already saw everything, and like now we don't want to check. Okay, now we'll copy this. We'll just paste it over here. Okay, so elif and else is already implemented, so now it will be more efficient and more proper. So or function, we don't want to use this one. We don't want to put it there. We can put the greater than, smaller than, and equal to. We don't want to put the only equal to and not equal to. Okay, sorry guys for the interruption. There was someone knocking, so I just check the door. Okay, so after that we'll do the AND operator. So we'll create a new file. Okay, so not here. I'll finish this and we'll create a new py grade.py. Okay, grade.py. So it will create a new file. Then we'll put the final score directly because I don't want to waste time here. I want to solve the problems. Okay, so we'll just paste it here and we'll just run it once and then we'll go to the next. Okay, so if it is 95, it will show A. If it is 85, it will show B. If it is 75, sorry, if it is 75, it will show C. If it is 65, it will show D. If it is 45, it will show F. Okay, so nothing to worry, it is working fine, just fine. Now we'll take modulo and put modulo also. So the modulo operator, okay, will create chord.parity, chord parity, okay, parity.py. these are just very basic functions, so I don't want to waste so much time in this one. We'll create something better as we go further. Don't want to put it again and again. I don't want to go very slow. We can just, if we understand it, we can just copy and check it. Okay, I know it is better if we write it and practice it, but I already did it in the afternoon, so I don't want to practice it again. So code dot parity. Okay, uh, no, no, not like this. Okay, so now I'll create clear this, and I'll just try it once how it is working. Python, no. Okay, Python parity by. Okay, what's x? X is, we'll first give some even number, so it will just print even. We'll give odd number, it will print odd number. So this is the function. Okay, uh, so we'll give 4, it will print even. Now we'll give 7, it will print odd. So this is basically the function. If it is divisible by 2 and it gives remainder 0, we know that even number gives the remainder 0, so it will print even. If it is not giving 0, it will print odd. So it's very simple and basic function. Now is telling to define function, parity function. It's telling that we don't want to use this every time, we don't want to type this code every time. So he's telling to define a function and then use that function in some other main function. So he's telling that, okay, so this one will write, we don't want to, like, we don't want to be very lazy. We'll write this one. Okay, x will take the integer as output input. Okay, we'll take input, we'll ask what's x. Okay, so he's asking what's x. Okay, so after that we'll, okay, it's telling if is even function of x equal to, okay, then print even. If it's true, it will print even. Okay, it will print even, otherwise else it will print after else also. Okay, after else also there is a semicolon, so it will print or. Okay, so now we'll define the function. Okay, now we'll define a function easy1. So we just gave the easy1 function before, but now we'll define easy1 function properly. Over here we'll give the variable and to not create a confusion. So if n percentage 2, now we'll just put space to get a visual. Percentage 2 equal 0, then return true, else return false. Okay, so it's like this. I think I have created the proper function, it will work. Okay, so I think it will work. Yes, then execute the main function. So now it should work properly. We'll just check it once if it is working. Okay, we'll call the same. What's x? X is 5. It is telling it's off. What is 7? So it is telling it's off. What is 6? It's telling it's even. So it's working properly. So we didn't make any mistakes. We can first define the main function. We can use this function as many times as we want. If we write this one some like before, we have to write every time again and again. So it's like not a better practice to write it again and again. So we can just create one function and we can use that function as many times as we want. Okay, so after that he just told that he just told that in the Python programming world there are many types of programming that are called Pythonic in nature. That is, there are ways to program that are sometimes only seen in Python programming. Consider the following revision. Okay, he told that in Python only we see these types of coding. So that's why it is called very easy language. So it is because it is very readable and it is almost similar like English. So we can just see it over here that it is just telling like statement just nearby how we tell in English. So return true if and modulo 2 is equal to 0, else false. So it's just basically like we how we tell in English. So we can execute this and it will give the same function. So we just condense this one and we just wrote it like this. It can be written like this. Okay, otherwise if we don't want to return true, false, anything, okay, if we don't want to do anything, okay, we can just put the return, because we know that modulo operator by itself gives the true and false as the result. So if we just put this operator like this, okay, if we just put this operator like this over here, okay, so it will work. So basically this one will give the value of the function. The value of this one will be true, either true or false. So on that basis this one will be executed. So we can check if it is working. It will work just as fine as the previous one. It is giving odd, now we'll give 4, it will give even, so it is working fine. Okay, now we'll check the match function. Okay, so the match function, he told that we can create a program in which we can compare the two values. Like for example, if the user types the name of his user types his name generally, it should give his group that he belongs. Okay, like if it is previously defined, we can define it. And like in the Harry Potter context, the Harry Potter, he was in the group, he was in the house Gryffindor, and the Hermione was in the house Gryffindor. The Ron was also in Gryffindor. So we have just assumed it like this. Okay, so if these three are told that they are in Gryffindor and the Draco, he was in Slytherin. So if we create this program, okay, we can create by if elif. Okay, so it will print like this. We can take the input, it will check these conditions and it will give this output. Like similarly it will work just as fine. If there are so many, we can use the other function. There is one more function that is called match. So we can use the or function here also, that if because these three are similar, Gryffindor, so we can just nest the function over here, the if condition. Okay, we can nest the if condition and put Harry, Hermione and Ron with or function, and it will give the same answer. Otherwise it will give who, we don't know, like this. So better than that, if you want to use the similar to this one, we can use the match case. Okay, to map houses names to houses, we can use the match case. I don't know what is called, it's condition, yes, match condition. To define the same thing, we can use match of name. Okay, and in the place of name we can give the key. This is, I think, key, and by this key it will give this output. Okay, this is the result for that key, I think. So if the user types the name over here, this is the key, and he is defined putting the variable here. So it will check the key with the variable, it will give the result accordingly. This one is not looking that good, this one is okay, this is not that good, but if we condense this one, we can condense. Here we have to write OR statement and everything, this is very long, but in match case we have to write just this symbol, I don't know what it's called. Okay, so we can write this symbol and we can just condense it very shortly, and we can just write the code like this and it will work fine, just fine. We can create the house. What did he tell to create a new program? No. Okay, we'll create one new program ourselves. Code houses dot py. Okay, we'll paste it here. We will just check Python, just clear this one. Python houses this dot py. Now it is, sorry, line 3, it is telling that there is unexpected indent. Okay, so we don't want to give any indent over here. Okay, it's telling Python is like this, it will not allow extra indents or less indents, it has to be proper. Okay, now it will work. So there was an indent, there was spaces over here, so it was not allowing, now it is allowing. So if we'll write Harry, we give Gryffindor, we'll write Draco, it will give Slytherin. Okay, so if we write Hermione, it will give Gryffindor. So it's working fine. Okay, so that was it for this this called vertical bar. Okay, single vertical bar. Now for summing up, this is all we can saw in the lecture uh, of the week 1 conditionals. Okay, the conditionals, if statements, then control flow, elif, else, or, and modulo, creating function, Pythonic coding, and match. Okay, so with this, how much time we have spent? It's only 37 minutes. Okay, so we can continue a little bit more. Okay, can continue for a little bit more. We'll check the problem set for this one. First one is deep thought. What is it telling? I haven't practiced this. Okay, I'm just telling you, this is my first time seeing this one. All right, set the computer, settled into silence again. 2 month chatter, the tension was unbearable. You are really not going to like it. Observe deep thought. Tell us. All right, set the deep thought. The answer to great question. Yes, of the life of universe and everything. Set deep thought. Yes, is, yes, is, yes. 42. Said deep thought and infinite majesty and calm. Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy. Okay, so this is just some story or poem, I don't know. Okay, so now the key task that we have to perform in the function, it's given here. We'll give we have to create a file deep.py, implement a program that prompts the user for the answer to the great question of life. Okay, outputting yes if the user inputs 42. If the user inputs 42, okay, or 42 like this, or 42 like this, we have to input yes. Otherwise, if he types anything else than 42, it should output no. Okay, so first of all, we have to create a program in this one. Okay, so we have to make directory deep, then we'll go to that directory deep. Okay, now we'll make the file code deep.py. It will create a file, and now we'll write the code in deep.py. Okay, so we'll be writing, we'll close this one, don't need that anymore. Close the file and we'll write the code over here. So firstly we have to ask the question. Okay, we have just forgot last time to make the pseudocode. Ask the user the question. Okay, now after that we'll check the input with the condition. Okay, then we'll print the output. Okay, so first of all we'll take the input from the user. Okay, so we'll just create one variable that is called answer. Okay, so it will be an string. Okay, it will be a string. So it should be a string because the user can give 42 and 42. Maybe this one is also string. So we'll just take the input function without writing anything. Okay, so we'll just copy this one. Like, what is the answer to the great question of life? Just a minute. Okay, so we'll copy this and we'll paste it here. What is the answer to the great question of life, universe, and everything? Okay, so after that there is a question mark and space. So after that the user will put his answer, so it will be given over here. Like, if the user gives answer, so we'll not write capital over here, we'll write small a, or we'll just give ANS. This one is very big. Okay, so we can write ANS. If ANS here we'll check if there are any other conditions. Be sure to vary the casing of the input. Accidentally add spaces on either side of the input before pressing enter. Okay, so we don't want the user to type any spaces also. So dot strip equal to 42. It should print yes, elif. Okay, otherwise answer dot strip is double equal to what was the question? Answer is double equal to 42. It should print should print the same. Okay, then elif answer dot strip equal. Okay, this 42. Then we'll have to write the same. Sorry. Okay. Otherwise, if all the three conditions are false, will die. Okay. I forgot this everywhere. Okay, shit. That's why it was not indenting. Yeah, I understood now. That's why it was not indenting. Okay, now it's indenting. Oh, what is the use? Print no. Okay. Sorry. Oh yeah, it's telling that no need to convert the user's input to int. Check for equality with 42. Okay. Just a minute. Now we'll print the output. No need to print the output. We can just check and print together. Okay. So now we'll just check if it is working. Bye. It's 42. So no. Why is it telling no? The answer is 42. It's telling no. Why it is like that? Just a minute. If the answer is 42, it will also tell no. Why like that? Okay. So maybe I think we have to keep it like this. No. Just a minute. It's giving the strip. I think it's fine. Then why is it giving no? Did to give 42. It's giving no again. Just a minute. Did this, I think, if the indoor, maybe not indoor. Text is equal to text dot replace. No, not this one. So not playback, not indoor. Basis. Yes. So it should be like this. Yes. I think I'm missing something over here. I'll just have to check it first. If answer equal to not equal, check this over here. should work now. Sorry. I think I should not do like this. I think I should format the input like this first. Answer dot strip. Okay. Think only like this. Think it should be like this. Now maybe it should work now. Just a minute. It's 42. Okay, so it's not giving the proper return. Sorry. So I think now it will work. 42. Okay, now it's working. So I just figured it out by the way in between that if he gives this one, okay, it will not work, okay, because we give only this one and the small 42. So for that reason we have to first, if any function, if any input the user gives, we have to first convert it to the lower form, and we should remove the spaces, smaller case firstly we should create smaller case, then we have to remove the spaces, and then we can run this one. So we'll just check this one again, just a minute. Okay, we'll just this will not copy over there, just a minute. Let me type 42. Okay, so I think now this one also will work. This will give yes, it should give yes. If it is giving yes, then it is solving the lower, it is doing the lower, it will do the small case, then it will do the strips. Okay, it should check the spaces also. Just a minute. No, just a minute. We'll give the spaces, then we'll type 40, then 2. Okay, then we'll give some spaces, so it should give yes, so it will remove the spaces also, and it will give the lower also. Okay, so it's working, so maybe it's fine. We'll call the function and we'll check it again with this one also. 42. Okay, it's giving yes, so it is converting this one also to the lower, and it is removing the spaces. Okay, if we'll check the space, no, not space only 50, it should give no now. Okay, yeah, it is giving no, so it is okay like this. We'll just perform the check. Okay, so I just forgot the check function. What was that? CS50 check 50 check the CS50 bar problems bar 2022 Python D 2022 Python D. Okay, just check it for now, and if all are green smiles, then we'll submit this and we'll proceed to the next question. Already been an hour. Wasted so much time today. Okay, no problem. Okay, all are green smiles, so I think we can conclude from this that the code is okay. So we'll submit. Okay, we'll submit this one. Submit 50 CS50 bar problems bar 2022 bar then bar D. Okay, no dot. I think now it's okay. We'll submit it. It will ask for the confirmation once. Yes or no. We'll just give the confirmation and we'll submit the file. Yes. Okay, it's already submitted. It's telling that. Now we'll clear this all and now we'll proceed to the next question. If it's possible to solve now. Hope it will say in vain. Okay. Season 7, episode 24 of Seinfeld. Kramer visits a bank that promised to give $100 to anyone who isn't greeted with a hello. Kramer is instead greeted with a hey, which he insists isn't a hello. So he asks for $100. The bank's manager proposes a compromise. You got a greeting that starts with H. How does $20 sound? Kramer accepts. In a file called bank.py, implement a program that prompts the user for a greeting. If the greeting starts with hello, output is $0. If the greeting starts with an H but not hello, okay. If the greeting starts with an H but not hello, output 20. Otherwise, output 100. Ignore any leading white spaces in the user greeting and treat the user's greeting case insensitively. Okay. If the greeting is hello Newman, then it should give 0. If it is hey, it should give 20. If it is hey H, what's happening, it should give 100. Checking the result. Okay, firstly. It should give 20. That's what's happening. It will give 100. It is what's up. It will give 100. If it is how's it going, it will give 20. Okay, let's check the hints. Because the string comes with quite a few methods. Go there, go Newman. So I'll have to just check if there is any function that reads the first prefix. Just check if there is any function in this one. Find hello. Not find. It should be start with. It should start with. We have one function. It starts with prefix start and end. So maybe we can use this one. This one will work for, as I understand, it will work. The prefix bracket start and end. Now we'll just get the prefix. So we can use this one. We'll check. We'll create first. We'll change directory. We'll come outside of this one. Create one directory. Make dir bank. Change dir bank. Okay. So we'll code in bank dot py. Then we'll start the code to give pseudocode, and let it be after. We'll give the pseudocode afterwards. So now I know that greeting. Let's name it G. For instance, let's name it G. It will give input. Okay. So if the input, okay, the user will give input directly. Will not touch it for now. We'll just use the G dot strip dot lower. Maybe it should work like this. Yes. So now after this function, if G starts with G starts with hello. Oof, sorry, I forgot the semicolon. Print. What should we print? We should print $0. Okay, we'll print the dollar. Print $0 or $0. Yes, $0. Print $0. Elif G starts with there is a problem. H starts with hello. Okay, so now it will work. It will work. I know, because this one will be executed first, then it will come to check here. Okay, so we can give the argument. It will work as per my calculation. It should work. We'll print $20. Okay. Otherwise, else print $100. Okay, print 100. Sorry, $100. Okay. So we'll run this program. We'll run this program. If it is working, check it once. And dot py. Okay. It's not working. Okay. We should give the greeting. Just wait a minute. Just wait. We'll put hello. Okay, it's working, but I think we can make it a little bit formal, and we can type it greeting like this, so we can user can give the greeting after the greeting tab. Okay, now we'll give the greeting hello Matthew. Okay, we'll print 0. Now he types how is it going, it will give 20. If the user types what's up, it will give 100. Okay, just wait, it is working. I created the first one without the mistakes. Okay, wow. Up, it will give 100. If I write after space how are you, it will give 20. If I write hello, it will not give 20. Okay, so it's working. Most probably we'll just check it. Okay, we can write the comments also to make it a little bit aesthetic. Okay, ask the user for input for the greeting input, then format the string, then for if condition check the condition. Okay, so now it will work. It is good. It's good like this. I like it like this. So we'll just type check 50. It is working. CS50 problems. Just okay. Problems March 2022. Python. Wow. Okay. So just a minute. We'll check the code, then I'll submit it, and then most probably I will end it for today. We'll continue with the problems tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll continue with the problems. Okay, the smiles are green, so I'm happy. This is my smile. You can see me happy. Okay. Now I'll submit it. Literally happy. It is giving me chills. I think that I wrote the first program without any mistake, and this was a higher level program than the before one. And I got it properly, solved it myself without any reference. I just in this in this one I only searched for one function that is used with string. Other than that, I didn't literally do anything. It is also a skill to like search by myself. I didn't see that in the lecture. He didn't teach it. Okay, they didn't teach it. If I had solved this by myself, by what he taught, I could have used one more method that was going on in my mind. I could have used the index of the reading the string, and I could have taken the index or range, and then I could have compared that output, like index for the G, 0 index is H, then it should be 20. If the index in range for the first 5 letters should be hello. You can solve it like that also, but this one is way better than that one. That one is very complicated. Not complicated, but this looks good. This one is a new function. We can use this. This one is good. Okay, yes. So that's it for today, guys. So I hope no one has joined. No, I don't hope that no one has joined. I hope that someone joins someday and watches my content. I like to be I'd like to be in contact with someone who knows this and who is good at this, so he can guide me. He can help me. I can build contacts. So thank you. So we'll end it here today. Thank you for watching the content. If you are watching it afterwards, when I'm a little bit known, so guys.